Weekend. Our thoughts and prayers still go out to Bolu's car.
It's dreams. It's an eternal hunt, but I remain hopeful.
And announcement-wise, looking at maybe next week for Aliens One Shot. We'll be gearing up the players this week. So then hopefully next week the hardest part at this point is just picking what module we should do. I think that's the hardest part. What kind of baddie do you guys want to get beaten by now? I think that's...
No, we're all going to survive. Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
We have Tembi Mercury. We can't lose.
So we show up there as a Wayland-Yutani research team, and everything goes well.
And everything goes smoothly. Yeah. Definitely the android doesn't get infected by black goo.
Never.
Never. How could that happen?
I'm thinking about playing a country boy plant milk farmer.
All right. We're all just a bunch of country boys. I'm here to see them aliens.
I'm right here,
I'm used to milking plants, but I don't think I can milk that there alien.
Say, dang! The milk's gone bad. Way too acidic.
It's tangy.
Too sour.
Why is it spicy?
Makes me think of that time I went to Norma Jean's place and had the apple pie.
Oh man, wait until brother cousin hears about this when I get back.
Until Uncle Grandpa hears about this. You should not have let us. I mean, I'm still laughing at the fact that in the game, the game master is called the Game Mother.
Oh my god! It's amazing.
Oh my god, this really?
Yeah, it's called Game Mother, and you can get a Game Mother screen. I legitimately have the Game Mother screen, and it is amazing. Like, even the verbiage in the book is just like,
yeah.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and, speaking of kicking it up in cool style, who would like to take the recap?
I'm up for doing it.
Do it to it.
Alright, so, last week, we started out the adventure where, oh man, I don't have all your names. Oh, I do. Okay. There they are. Okay, so last week, Carvat was talking to Strawberry.
Oh my goodness.
Starting strong.
Last week, I was talking to Strawberry, and they discussed about what was going on with Carvat, and he showed him visions of Strawberry's past, and seemed like maybe pre-Civil. No, it might have been just after Civil War or something along those lines, where he was traveling and people were being a bit racist towards him. He informed Carvat that apparently some part of his body is thousands of years old. After that, Carvat went and took a lie down in the woods somewhere, and Oleander went to go talk to Strawberry. Oleander found out that apparently the pearl that was given to her has something to do with royalty, and a theater that is known in the capital. But other than that, he still doesn't know who this figure is that gave her the pearl in the first place. After that, we met up back into, it was me and Hassad staring into oblivion of the night forest. As Hassad bravely led us both into the darkness, where we rescued Karvat in his slumber. We then ventured.
Could have been dead.
He could have been dead, for all we knew.
I imagine he looks pretty dead when he's sleeping.
Probably.
I mean, you don't breathe as far, like, you don't need to breathe, so I don't think
Yeah,
you
just
might not breathe.
Very slowly, if at all. Just
Yeah.
That's why Hassad had to poke you with the other end of his sword to say, "Hey, are you alive? Are you alive?"
Yeah, Oleander then met up with us as we then, as a group, made our way back to the cabin. There we kind of discussed more things about, a bit about our past and kind of caught up with what happened with one another. We kind of left off a bit with Ruben talking about his past living, talking about his kind of like sister who was also a town guard like Hassad. And then Hassad made an excellent observation where that we were the only people that had families compared to the rest.
As someone who has parents.
Yep.
I feel like this recap's getting a little biased.
Oh, I just want to remember the emotions are where they were last time.
family bias.
So we were literally about to start kind of just setting up for what we were going to do for the night. Or I think we started the night activities, but there were a few people that wanted to do some things before we started the next morning.
Yep. I have a note here that says Oleander wants to do some shady shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Shenanigans are about.
I do, before we go fully to bed, I do, like, just me and Oleander, and everyone else is, I assume, asleep. I want to just talk to them for a second before I go to bed.
Go for it.
So, like, Ruben would walk over to Oleander, if they're not in the same room, and just say, I just wanted to say I kind of relate to, I mean, how you grew up. My mom was also an orphan, and she told me stories about her being raised at an orphanage as well.
I'm sorry your mom had to go through it. I know that it's not the same everywhere else as it is for me, but also not knowing anything about where you came from can be difficult for some.
Yeah, that's why she always kind of had the belief that you kind of make family with the people around you.
I think your mom's right. It doesn't mean much if somebody's not there for you.
Yeah. With that, Ruben will just kind of go off and go to bed.
Okay, Oleander.
Okay. So
I
we're gonna
ordered
use.
myself sushi.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh,
I
wait,
will
wait,
use-
wait, wait, wait. I'm sorry. I just got you started, and now I'm interrupting. I need your D100 rolls.
All right.
Oh, yes, right. The 100s.
These things that have an impact.
44. Ooh, 97.
Whoa.
It's the highest I've ever rolled on our D100s.
Did I roll 17 2 weeks
You-
in a row?
I don't know what you rolled I didn't pay attention.
I did.
You did.
The campaign would like you to suffer.
I should start looking. I should go back to the old videos and find out what I rolled for every single adventure.
You could also just roll, scroll up on the...
Yeah.
You can.
I just scrolled up to see my roll.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It's a lot of scrolling. My
it's really
fingers
not
A
that
gonna
lot of
hurt.
scrolling.
It's really not that much.
Yeah, luckily we don't use it too much as like a actual chat because we do most of it
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
through voice or
It's mostly just our actual rolls. So
yeah, it's just
Yep.
rolls.
look for the nearest D100 and then count back.
Oh, you did roll 17.
I know.
Impressive.
Amazing.
That's a word.
I'm proud of you.
Well, this cannot be Mr. Consistency.
Fair enough.
If I roll a 17 next time, I get a free
You win.
Sunny Asher. Yeah.
You beat the game. 3 17s in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they call that a turkey.
Assad would
Yeah.
eat it instead of turkey.
Well, gobble gobble because I'm going for that turkey, I guess.
All right. Creator 870 asks, "You guys have cursed rolls from roll 22?"
Listen, he runs my other campaign. I rolled 2 nat 100s in a row and I turned into a dragon. Cursed my ass. Okay. I get to be a dragon.
Epic.
That's pretty good. But yeah, a lot of our rolls on here are not great.
No, they are not.
Yeah.
And when they are, it's suspicious.
Which is weird because we use, well, I think most of us anyways use the D&D Beyond roller thing, which is an actual like physics engine dice roll. It's supposed to be very equal.
Supposed to be.
Supposed to be.
Supposed to be.
Everyone knows if a roll isn't in your favor, then that means it was cursed.
Yep.
The guys.
The
guys got
roller is against
broken.
me. I know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Physics simply had something out for me that day.
Exactly. Me and physics, not on good terms. Why do you think I'm so clumsy?
Mm-hmm. See?
Fair,
Yep.
fair.
Alright, well, what kind of shady shit do you want to do again?
I want to locate poisonous plants. Preferably non-lethal, but I'll take what I can get.
Interesting.
Alright, how are you going to locate poisonous plants?
With locate animals or plants.
Oh, there you go.
That's right.
Yeah, I have that spell. It makes it really easy to find shit.
Do you have the components to locate animals or plants?
I have it as ritual. I don't need the components.
Okay. Alright then. You do find one about 4 miles away. It is
Is
akin...
Carvot still awake?
No, is Carvot still awake?
I mean, he doesn't super need to sleep. He just took like a 2-hour nap earlier in the dark
Fair enough.
before he got poked. He's probably just like curled up somewhere dark, but he's probably not sleeping too much.
Okay.
If you need him for something.
I don't know how good of a day it is for me to go searching for plants on my own if it's 4 miles away, but I need to go grab those plants. So, this was not the part that I was going to have Carvot help me with. I'm going to go see where Carvot is and see if he's awake enough and wants to help me do shady shit.
I mean, yeah, he's just like leaned up underneath a tree in like a bush.
Weren't we in a house?
Yeah,
He just like
everyone
goes
else
to leave the
noticed him.
house?
Yeah,
He
he
left
doesn't.
the house to sleep in a bush.
Yeah, he doesn't really like being by people.
Okay.
Fair.
He's getting used to like you guys, and that's
Okay.
good. But every time so far, he slept like away from the party,
Okay.
just a little bit.
Well, I'm gonna go to his bush outside the house that we were in. Be like, "Are you still up?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Do you want to go grab plants with me?"
It's sure. Is light okay?
You're not.
'Cause I can't see super well in the dark.
Yeah. Light should be fine. I don't see why it'd be an issue. We're not stealing the plants from anybody that I'm aware of. But no. We're going with like a backup plan to Hassan's plan. That's what we're working on right now.
Back up. What was it? What was Hassan's plan?
To go up to them, tell them that they're under arrest, and obviously they just surrender, which seems slightly unrealistic. So we're gonna go grab poisonous plants. I'm gonna pull the water out of them, grind them up into a powder, and then I'm gonna have you put it in their water supply.
Whoa. I mean, I have the poison that killed the mayor.
Oh yeah. That's probably an easier plan. I was aiming for non-lethal, but this works.
Oh, yeah, that was kind of deadly, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe diluted, it wouldn't be so bad, but...
It's fine if they die. Just... we'll toss that in the water instead. Never mind. You can go to sleep.
You sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
Plant hunting.
Okay. Well, we'll go plant hunting anyways, but... yeah, we could just use the poison you have if you want.
Alright, yeah, it's the... I mean, it's technically pesticide, I guess, or herbicide.
Yeah.
Whatever the mayor got, like, 2 drops of it, and whatever was on his hands and he died, so... I think it should do the trick.
Yes. It should do the trick. But I figure if they're incapacitated, it might help support his plan and not get us dead.
Yeah, they probably won't resist arrest.
Yeah. That's my thought.
People bleeding from their eyes usually don't.
I think that depends on the person.
True. So we're good? Or...
well, do you want to go poisonous plant hunting? That way we have poison on us for later?
You sure? Yeah, let's go find some more poisons.
Woo! Okay, we're going poisonous plant hunting.
Alright.
Are we looking for, like, something to, like, knock people out? Do you just want some, like, fun mushrooms that'll just make them see all kinds of crazy shit?
I just kind of did a generic search. These are non-lethal. That's about all I know about the plant. I figured Hassan would be mad if we, like, murdered people.
If we just murdered him? Yeah, you're probably right. The poison from the mayor is probably not the best choice.
Yeah, so, like, non-lethal, like, they're tripping, they've got some stomach issues, whatever the case may be. I figured that's a better option.
I agree.
Otherwise, Hassan will go on, blah, 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 realm, laws, something, something, following. You know.
It's easier to travel travel hidden if you don't have a price in your head, too.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, they're bad guys. Sure, they're wanted dead or alive. By the law. So,
True.
It probably wouldn't be the worst thing if we murdered them. You know Hassan is going to be like, oh my god, you killed them. That's so many dead people.
Yeah, he does talk like that.
He does talk like that. And he's going to be all upset and be like, I'm a person of the law. There was no need for murder.
Don't let Ruben see. He'll freak. He's just a child.
Yeah, exactly. So I figure we incapacitate them. They're easy to arrest. Everyone's happy. We don't get murdered ourselves.
All right, I'm down. All right, let's go. Let's go plant hunting.
Okay, it's 4 miles out. We're going 4 miles.
All right, I'm gonna summon some dancing lights so I can see.
Oh yeah, that might be helpful. I was gonna pull out a torch if you didn't have anything, because I just make stuff darker.
Nice. I got that cool ring.
Ah, yes, this is true.
Give me 2 seconds here. I am doing shady shit.
Is there something happening that isn't shady today?
I think
Yeah,
that
the
depends on you.
weather. Okay. Almost ready.
You have your the 10B Mercury, or are they still resting?
They're still resting. We're only what, 2 days in? They got rest for 6. I think
6
it was.
days.
I think it's 6 days. One sec. Let me
That's fair.
go double check. I'm pretty sure it's 6.
Very helpful last time. But I guess last time we were fighting a 10B. This time we're just trying to find plants. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, exactly. Plants in the middle of the night with half the party.
Oh, we should
And it's only an hour walk.
sneak.
Yeah.
Right?
Probably.
Don't worry, Hassad is an excellent tracker. if you
There's
I found so many plants, you guys.
if you get lost, we'll find you. No problems
You guys know
whatsoever.
we're like in the forest, right? There's plants
5
everywhere.
days. So we have 3 more days.
Okay. I think we got enough here. I need, we'll take either a nature check or a survival check. I also need a perception check.
Just like one of each, or one from both of us.
I hope your perception's better than my perception is.
Perception. Oh. No, my
Surely
investigation.
you know by this point that none of our perceptions are ever that good.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we're kind of oblivious overall. You're right.
What do we need? Nature?
Nature or survival, and then a perception.
Okay. And... Wait, nature and perception. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's yeah, there we go. I know what I'm doing. Nope, it's not better.
Perfect. We
You guys
perceive
make
nothing,
such a-
but we can survive in nature.
You guys barely manage to escape, or walk around a few wild animals that you guys walked on the path, to where you're going. And I need to put you guys in a similar map. Let me go and switch over the scene. 2 seconds. Here we go. All right. All right. Bolu says if Hassad were there, they wouldn't have accidentally walked over any animals.
Well, we didn't walk over any. We walked around. We almost walked over some. Almost.
Hold on, with Discord, there's a way to set to...
You would have spotted all of the animals there. Would have said, "Look right there."
Yeah. Hassan very loudly would have said, "Look, right there." I would not have gone along with this plan.
Oh no! You're about to walk into that pit of 10 bees.
Alright, so you don't walk into a pit of 10 bees. You don't circle around it twice or 3 times before you finally walk over it.
If it ain't broke.
Oh, but you guys you start to sense that you are coming up close on the poisonous plants in question. You guys ended up heading west quite a bit, but you come to the area that they are presumably are. What would you like to do?
I would like to carefully gather the poisonous plants with something over my hands in case there's like poisonous oils.
I can have a kind of like mage hand type thing.
Oh yeah, you could use mage hand to gather the plants. Either way, the plan is to gather plants and not let us touch our skin. Just in cases.
Alright, you guys are free to move your characters, and I will reveal said areas.
It's over here.
This map isn't familiar at all. Alright. Oleander, how do you approach?
How do I
Oh, you already
approach?
told me.
Carefully.
That's right, you did tell me that. Apologies. Where did my... There it is.
Yeah, we're talking like day 36 of Survivor Paranoid.
Alright, this first plant that you come to, upon even touching or brushing it, starts to shiver.
The plant starts to shiver?
Mm-hmm.
It's got like a connected root system or something. It's a plant monster, isn't it? This is its fucking toe. Touching a plant monster's toe. I'm gonna turn to Carvat and be like, pretty sure this is the plant. However, it moves if you touch it. In, like, not a normal touchy movie way.
I don't know too much about plants. But if we just, like, cut it off and shove it into a sack, should be fine, right? How much do we need? Like, is this plant enough?
Do I know if this plant is enough? I'm assuming I know this plant is enough.
I will allow either a medicine or nature check.
I don't have a modifier for either of these.
Pretty good.
You guys are crushing nature checks.
Right?
My
It's
first
almost
one
like
was
you guys
actually
are
survival.
naturals.
I appreciate that. That's a good one. Cool. 18.
Alright.
So I'm assuming I know if that's enough.
Hold on, 2 seconds. Well, enough is subjective to... You aren't entirely sure how many bandits there's going to be. But there is a sufficient amount of poison in this plant.
Okay. I'll be like, yeah, there should be enough. Depending on like how much water and how many bandits there are, they may have like lesser effects, but this one plant should be enough.
Okay, well, here, you hold like a sack open. I'll have the mage hand like hold the top, and then I'll just try to slash the whatever stem.
Okay, sounds like a plan. So that's
Alright.
what we're going with.
I need you both to make a Constitution saving throw.
Fucker, I knew it was going to be something.
Yeah, I mean it sort of had to be.
I know. Eesh.
Oleander, I'm sorry. So the upon, even though it was a mage hand still grabbing the stem, the plant's defense mechanisms kicked up, and what flowers it had you thought were like bloody or budding and closed, ended up opening out and releasing a noxious gas that you are now blinded for 1 hour.
Perfect. Exactly what I needed.
But do we get the thing into a bag?
You do.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna like put my hand on the back of Cravat's shirt and follow him back that way because it's about an hour walk because it's 4 miles. So I'll be seeing by the time we get back.
Okay.
So depending on your perception rolls to get back, it may take you more than an hour.
Definitely,
So, yeah,
definitely should have brought Hassan. Okay, so your poison venture is over? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, if this is enough poison, we might as well go back, yes?
I mean, poison is also subjective, yeah. Or how much is you need is subjective, so. But if you say so, alright. So let's go ahead and put those back. The poison that you guys were able to, or the plant that you were able to get, essentially creates malice, is the name of the poison.
Okay.
What does it do?
A creature subjected to this poison must succeed on DC 15 Constitution saving throw or become poisoned for 1 hour. The poison creature is blinded. It is inhaled.
Oh, it's an actual poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you make it. That's cool. So it's less something they drink, it's more something we have to like use as a powder.
I need another nature and perception, only under perception with disadvantage.
Nature or survival?
Nature or survival.
Okay.
Carvat, you're shooting like a huge cone of fire on the map screen.
Yeah, is that intentional or?
I don't even have the measurement tool out.
What button is it with the whatchamacallit it?
Control to do disadvantage.
Okay, thank you. I perceive nothing, but I survive.
Teamwork once again prevails. Those animals you guys passed before, you guys pass again, and this time you definitely believe they see you, but you're well enough away from them that they're not interfering with your walk back. And you guys make it back to the cabin just fine. Oleander, your vision is slowly starting to come back, where before you saw darkness, you now see blobs of light. And so one blob of light was viewable in the distance, and that was the dim candles from the cabin.
Okay, perfect. So the plan is to turn this into a powder, which means I'm going to destroy water for the plant, and then I'm going to use the mortar and pestle to crush it.
Just make sure you don't get any more of the powder. Like,
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
maybe try to keep it in the bag.
Yeah, I should be able to crush it in the bag. And then I don't have to worry about putting it back in the bag afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a medicine check for handling the ingredients. Okay. Yep. You successfully managed to powderize the plant, and you get 3 vials out of it.
Woo! I'm going to go give the vials to Karat and be like, thanks for coming with me. I definitely would not have made it back on my own.
Oh, you're giving them all to me?
Yeah, why not?
Sure. Alright. I'll try to put them to good use. So I have 3 vials of malice.
Yep.
Cool stuff. Thank you. I'll try to get as many bands as possible.
Perfect. And this way, nobody dies, and we don't die either. Hassan gets to arrest them all. But I'll let you get to sleep. Have a good night. I'm gonna go back inside and, like, I don't know, read my book or something.
Thanks. That was fun. I don't usually go plant hunting.
Yeah, anytime you want to go, I'll go plant hunting with you. Though, hopefully next time, I don't end up blind.
Well, I mean, I was blind most of the time we were in that cave, so.
You know what? Fair point.
It doesn't really make it better, but, you know, at least it wasn't me again.
Fair enough.
Alright, eventually the sun does rise. Outside is definitely much quieter than it was the day previously. And yeah, it is morning. I foresee a cat stretch in Hassad's future.
That was a wonderful night. I had a great dream. Caught some criminal scum. Hassad will turn over to look over at Oleander. How'd you do?
Yeah. Last night wasn't bad. Got a little bit of stuff done.
Like, what'd you get done?
I went looking for some plants. Cowan and I had, like, a good conversation. We bonded.
Oh, wonderful. Hassad looks
Yeah.
out the window, sees the nearest tree, says, "There's one."
Oh, did you
Yeah.
find any spices while you were out?
I did not. I didn't know that you wanted me to look for spices, but I can look.
Well, I was just curious because you said plants. But anyway, you done with that Morton pestle?
I am. I washed it out real well for you.
Okay. Ruben will still, like, you know, cast prestidigitation on it to make sure it's clean. Just like a smoke cloud of, like, a skull and crossbone appears at the top, and he pays no mind to it. Thanks.
Just ignore this skull and crossbones. Definitely definitely not an issue.
Carvat outside just stands up out of the bush that Hassad was pointing at.
What? Hassad just yells out, "Hey, carve off! Are you still alive?"
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, carve off's okay.
Do any of you three feel like you need like an extra boost for the fight?
Well, I was thinking of stopping by Alderman Cessius's house just to get some extra supplies, like see if he has any potions since he goes hunting all the time.
All right. Well, I was just asking because I can make one of you guys like a shake or something that will like really boost your it'll just get you all pumped up before the fight. Give
I'll
you
take
some
it.
protein. To take one, all right? So yeah, Ruben will like just he'll grab some like raw chicken, like an egg, and I'll say some collard greens or something, and just blend it all in a shake. And then he'll give it to Hazad. There you go.
What is it? And I'll already take a sip.
Ignored the skull and
Yeah,
crossbones.
So I gave you Gift of Alacrity for the fight coming up.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
It does not taste that great though. It like most of my meals I've given you have actually tasted really good. This one does not.
Good to know.
Hold on.
It's like mostly ginger.
Hold on.
You only start to worry when Hassad starts licking his butt to get the taste out of his mouth.
Oh my god.
It's got a strong kick to it.
There's a little bit of that wasabi burn too. It's like in your nose.
It was supposed to be kale, not wasabi.
And
did you use tomato juice in this one again?
no tomato juice. You know, just mostly like protein and like workout stuff.
Thank you. Good job.
Ah, good. And then Ruben will just pick some berries out of Carbat's bush.
There's just one bush in this entire forest. The one Carvat's
Look,
These wouldn't happen to be dingleberries, would it?
Hey, you
No,
know
they're good
To go with
berries.
the, to go with the beef jerking off.
Yeah, we still doing phrasing?
May not be great at survival, but Carvat knows you don't shit where you sleep.
I think we broke the DM.
Close. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, you successfully forage up about a bowl of berries.
Nice. Alright, I'm all ready for our encounter with the bandits.
Actually, Ruben, correct term is brigands.
Brigands, right.
Bandits are a bit less organized. Brigands usually have some grand plan, I think.
Alright.
Well, I still would like to make a stop over at the Alderman's house just to make sure we're properly resupplied. I've thrown quite a few javelins and such in the time that I've been here, more than usual, really. Perhaps like to just make sure that I'm properly stocked off before we leave. Maybe even get some potions, so that I don't get clobbered again.
That's probably a good idea.
Assad looks at his arm. Still got that dent.
I'm curious, does Hassad take us to the Alderman's house or the Alderman's house?
Why would you risk putting a roll in my hands? Did you not see me roll 17 earlier?
I mean, 17's pretty good on a d20.
Yeah, but proportionately. The plan is to go to the new alderman's house, since he was a hunter and not a corpse. Currently, I mean, things may have changed.
You still could technically
Right.
resupply at a corpse's house, but
I think that's called grave robbing, and therefore it has robbing.
Well, okay, it depends on how long it's been, because at some point it does turn into archaeology.
It's
Just saying.
He's been dead for like 2 days.
Nobody ever defined that line. I'm just saying.
Does this stuff belong in a museum yet?
Also, generally there is some type of law that if it's not collected, it becomes the property of the state, and you're part of the law, in which case you could rightfully seize his stuff. I'm just saying.
Well, Oleander, I appreciate your spirited suggestion, but I'm not sure if that, and I have to pick out my study manual. Yeah, I'm not sure where that falls underneath the specifics, so just gonna play it safe and ask Alderman Cessius.
Fine. Also,
think-
technically, it could be evidence since you did try to go after somebody, and you are
True.
the law.
Can't be messing with the crime scene, and especially since the
Oh,
they
I
say
meant
about-
so you could seize the evidence, but yeah, sure.
That's it,
Maintain the evidence. Got it.
We'll just politely ask, Bob's your uncle, it's not Betty's your aunt.
I'm fine.
Remember, Betty's your aunt.
Yeah, we're saving Betty's your aunt for later.
Ah, okay. I see.
alright,
So,
so when you guys get packed up and you go to step out, you do find Stremdry outside tending to his Perry fur.
No, we don't go to requisition the alderman for some extra supplies.
I think it's
Well, we
think-
haven't
I
made
think
that
This is on
far
the
yet.
way.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you meant step outside the town. Sorry.
What's going on, Stormdry?
You just be like, oh, morning scritches. And you just see the Perry fur just purring and shaking a leg. Just this giant floofy cow.
I'm just gonna skip over and give him a big hug and be like, I hope you're having a good morning.
And he's like, you just tend to sleep better on a wholesomely filled stomach. And
I can agree.
he's
with
gonna give you a big hug back and just be like, thank you
Yay!
for all of your help. And of course, when he goes to give her a hug, you just see her just kind of get lost in his arms, just so small.
that.
You just hear a muffled.
Well, we're headed out to go. What were they? They were called. No,
Brigands?
Brigands, right?
Good job, Ruben.
Brigands, bandits, just law
General
breaking
ne'er-do-well.
citizens.
No, I was just saying that in character.
Sorry.
Good job, Ruben. Keep this up, and you'll be a lieutenant deputy in no time.
The true vocabulary of an adventurer.
Oh, interesting. But yeah, we're going to talk to the brigands and apparently stop them from doing something bad that they're doing.
General brigandry.
Yeah.
I think abducting children.
Yeah, there's been. Stremdry and I talked about it earlier, but there were some signs of human well, not really human, person trafficking,
Humanoid.
humanoid trafficking going.
And Stormdree's gonna be like, oh, on that note, and Hassad, he's gonna hand you a little compass, and the compass is very explicitly marked not cardinal directions, it doesn't have the north and south, it just has an arrow pointing towards safe, and he's going to hand this to you and be like, when you find them, if there is someone capable of leading, you're welcome to give them this, and that'll bring them right here. And I'll take care of them.
That's perfect, Strandry. Thank you so much.
He's gonna be
Trust
like,
me, we'll be. I vow on my honor that we'll be sending a fresh load of the rescued right into your hands. Make sure you leave a lot of room for them.
He's gonna be like, unfortunately, there's lots of leftovers to feed them when they get here.
And they can probably stay in the house that we were staying in since no one lives there anymore.
He's gonna be like, well, that depends. How badly did you trash it?
I swear it was like that when we got there.
I mean, Oleander wasn't that bad. I mean, there's cat hair and stuff now.
He's just gonna give a very hearty, like, chest shaking laugh, and he's just gonna be like, I'm just messing with you, and he slaps your back, Ruben, except his hands like as big as yours.
I try to laugh. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's good to see you making friends.
He's gonna be like, well,
Alright,
if ever you guys are back through, I would love to have you again. You certainly don't need to go and feasting on me, Ruben, but it was great to have you while you were here.
Oh, thank you. Well, we gotta get some potions, right, Hassad?
Gotta make sure we're all restocked. And after that, we might as well. You think we should make a formal goodbye to the people of the village? You know, we've made quite a few friends. I mean, Ruben, you've got your old lady fan club.
What?
Yeah, all those old ladies who were real big fans of your cooking.
Oh yeah, you mean the nice people that came in the kitchen, yeah?
Oh.
Right. I'm gonna say goodbye to.
Stormdrake's gonna be like, oh, hold that note, and he's gonna pull out a basket of like just little fruit pies, like not the tarts, just little fruit pies. And one of them did come by, but it was way early in the morning, and they asked me to give this to you, Ruben.
Oh, thank you. I'll take it and add it like into my ingredient bag. Just a basket of fruit pies.
Carva, roll me a history or insight check.
History or insight?
Yep.
Bet you those pies smell like the pie from the thing you touched in the memory garden.
Yeah.
Why you gotta be calling me out like that?
Very good.
9.
It smells good. It does. It's ringing a bell somewhere. You do remember the pie memory, but not well enough to compare.
But yeah. The pies ring a bell, and I'm just like, I know that pie smell from something. I lost it.
I think it was probably from that, maybe it was from that woman I met earlier that was talking about the tarts.
That makes sense. You know, I'd assume they would have, like, traded recipes with you or something, but...
They did. I have it right here.
Oh, perfect.
I don't have the one for
Pies
fruit
were-
pies, but I have it for tarts.
Pies for the road is always a welcome gift.
But road pies rarely are.
And those are a different type of gift, yeah.
But anyway, let's go get those potions.
Checking the Celsius.
Alright, you guys make it to the new alderman's house, and he is outside. He's talking with a couple of the locals, you know, definitely still trying to get affairs situated with the transition. But he sees you guys coming up and excuses himself from them, and he's gonna be like, morning. Nice day for fishing, ain't you? Sorry, I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. He just gives you a morning greeting.
Morning, well met, new Alderman Cessius. How's the new title treating you?
He's gonna be like, demanding.
Oh well, yeah, it's a shame. People always, coming up to you, asking you for things. I mean, completely unrelated news. So, my party and I, we're about to be making our trip outwards. Gonna be stopping those, those brigands that are around these parts. And, well, in the time that we've been here, we've killed a few things, and a few things have tried to kill us. We're hoping you might be able to get us some extra supplies for the road. Maybe a few javelins, something to cover the little one back there. I don't know. Some potions would be really nice. Where we might be able to find those items.
And he's gonna be like, it just so happens I have stuff in stock, and it would be my pleasure to get you guys stocked up for dealing with those brigands. He gives you guys 4 small potions, small healing potions. He doesn't have javelins, he has spears. Is that comparable?
Assad will just sort of take one of the spears and just sort of hold its balance in his hand. Not sure how easy it'll be to pin something against the wall with one of these, but it's worth a try. Thank you very much.
He gives you 3 of those.
Excellent.
And then what was the other thing that you were asking about?
Well, it was just
And a cover of ribbon.
yeah, something to make Ruben less squishy.
He's gonna pull out light leather armor. He's gonna be like, I've been dabbling with the armor, kind of. Would be nice to not be entirely vulnerable to teeth. But this one I made ended up being too small. It might fit you just right, Ruben.
Okay, I can try it on.
Next time something grabs you by the head, I will need to help you immediately.
You might still have to help if he's grabbed by the head.
Ruben will put on the armor, and then he'll try to reach over to his component pouch, and he's like, I can't reach it. It's too far away.
Why are you keeping your component pouch on the inside of your armor?
It's on the inside of my armor. It's at my waist, but I can't turn to grab it.
Cessius just whips out a knife and just grabs you by the scruff and shaves away parts of the armpits.
I would like to point out that wizards can't wear armor. They're not proficient in it. So it actually hinders me to wear this.
Yeah.
I actually can't cast magic when I have it on.
So that is your choice if you would like to take it off and decline the offer.
Yeah, before he starts to cut it, I will take it off. And no, there's no need for that. I think I'll skip the armor.
Okay, well, you don't want to look cool and powerful like me, But yeah, it's a fine, you're not a lieutenant deputy just yet.
Maybe I could try designing. I don't know. Never mind.
He's and Assad will whisper over to Cessius. He's still trying to figure out his new role. You know how it is.
He'd be like, young ones always stumble. It's cool.
Well, oh, so with the potion, who should be holding on to those?
I mean,
There's 4 of them.
And 4 of us.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
1 each, I guess.
At least to start out, yeah. That seems to make sense. They're just regular healing potions, Richelle.
Yeah, the small ones.
Is it 2d4 plus 2?
Yeah.
As we're walking, I guess to go fight the brigands, are we doing anything before we leave?
Are the spears just like normal spears?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that was it.
Okay. So as we're walking to make our way to the brigand camp, I want to go over to Oleander and I want to say, here, you should hold on to this. I have plenty of my own healing. And I give them the other potion.
Aw. thank you. I'm gonna give him a big hug and like do the hair thing. I don't know what the hair thing's called, but the hair thing.
Just tussle the hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the tussling the hair.
Yeah.
Kind of push off my hat, try to straighten it out. You're welcome. So just keep walking.
Carvi,
Oh, you do something with your hair, Ruben.
Carvi catches up. She's like, same group, same. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I wasn't wet when I hugged you like I did with Hassad.
Yeah, but no, I mean, don't worry about that. I mean, you can hug me if you're wet. I can just dry myself off.
We're still
Okay,
doing
that's good
phrasing.
to know.
Oh no! I just need to like wash my brain, like physically take it out and just wash it.
Man. Can't say nothing.
I just better hope she doesn't sneeze when she's hugging you like that. Just. All right.
Anyway.
Yeah, so you guys managed to peel yourself away from the town, with Stremdry's and Cessius's blessings. I will need a perception check.
From everyone?
From one person. I will allow you guys to fight to see who does roll.
Probably not me.
Ruben, don't forget you also have that point of inspiration from the recap.
I know. I still got that. I've been holding on to that. I'm waiting until hopefully we get to those brigands before I use it.
Okay. I just don't remember if I told you if I gave it to you this session or not. So.
No. Yeah.
I don't know if I should make the roll, but I could, since Carvot and Oleander have been rolling perception pretty commonly today.
I will.
Yeah.
I will roll guidance for Hassad if he's rolling it. Oh, oops.
Well.
D4. And a 1. 14.
I was gonna say it could be worse.
Are we seriously all at just +0 for perception?
No, I have a +2. I just wanted somebody else to do it.
Yeah, I'm at 0.
I was like, I could have sworn someone had a decent one.
Yeah, I have the decent one.
Yeah.
But Hassad is leading this mission, so of course I let him do it.
Just looking at the map slightly askew. So, trust me, Deputy, we've got this.
Yep, I think we go this way.
No. And Hassad reaches over, takes your arm, and slightly nudges you over to the incorrect direction. This way.
Imagine Ruben's just sort of like keeps trying to like bump your arm up a little bit, so the one that's down just keeps and then you just keep Ruben, you need to learn how to walk in formation here.
Now, come on, we've got to loop around with that rock right there 3 times before we go. Step 2, 3, 4. Step 2, 3, 4.
All right. Oh, Creator 870 says this is like watching the D&D movie again. Nom nom popcorn.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what happens, DM?
We are professionals.
What does happen? The thing that happens. Yes. The happening.
Oh no.
You guys make it to the fork in the road that you guys had once come from. And with a little bit of negotiation with Hassad, you guys redirect to the proper direction of going north at the fork. And from there, so in total, about 3 or 4 hours have passed by the time you guys start hearing quite a commotion coming from. You can't quite see it yet, but it's just, to the west of the main road, and this commotion definitely sounds like brigands. As there is cursing and hooting and hollering, and you hear someone that appears to be in trouble. Between the hooting and hollering, definitely quite a commotion.
I give Hassad a piece of beef jerkin off and say, "Good job, you found them."
Oh,
Some of that good jerking off.
And
Okay.
with that, I both hate and revel in doing this to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But the DM is calling a bookmark.
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
Here?
Right here.
Right?
Right
This
before
is so
the
early.
fight.
We've only been an hour in.
I know. I thought you guys were gonna take longer in the village before going up here. I apologize.
I even cut out Hassad's side quest into saying goodbye to Nazria and Bessa before leaving because I thought, oh well, I don't want to hold us up for too long. I was gonna say goodbye to my other deputy.
Yep. So, needless to
What am I
say,
gonna do with this perception? Or not misperception, disadvantage. No.
You get
I will allow you to carry it over this one time. So there is 2 reasons for this bookmark. One, you'll find out later, when the fight actually takes place. 2, this is a good point for us to pause. As I kind of said this before, I hope I primed you guys up emotionally for this, but we need to wait for campaign 1 to end in order to carry on from this point.
Suspicious. What could be in this game?
Dang, and here I thought the brigands were just a side quest of ours. I didn't think. Oh no, we're getting into
a side quest of yours with pretty heavy lore impact. I set you guys up real good, but the timing ended up real bad.
Oh well.
But for the rest of the session, I would like to do kind of like a how the season's going talk and hear from you guys how things are going and whatnot. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take a 5-minute wellness break, and we will be right back. And then, because we did that with the first season too, and that's really insightful for me to hear your guys' side of the story, essentially. But yeah, so we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Sit tight. And we're back. Alright, so, yes, like I said, I promise. Heart to soul, I promise, you guys are not gonna be disappointed when we do finally resume.
Uh-huh.
I mean, now I'm waiting on bated breath.
He's talking it up a lot here. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm power positive thinking,
you,
right?
I'm curious on what this story thing you're talking about is.
Yeah, lore implications.
Yeah, what are you talking about where we discuss stuff? What was that?
Oh, yeah, so discussion time. So some of the things that I want to hear from you guys are how do you guys like the campaign so far? What are some of your favorite parts? If you guys have any improvements for me, how are you guys getting along in the world, and like just it being a little bit homebrew and spotty, and yeah, just all the things.
I mean, so far I'm very much enjoying just playing through the world, because it's, I guess, with playing something that's more homebrewed, you have this basic idea of, say, how fantasy worlds work, but you also have to play a bit as if you live in the world, but also you're adjusting to how the rules of the world work. So it's been fun just jotting down notes of, okay, this is what I have to say for consistency's sake, knowing the jinglebird, questioning what a cat is, because I don't know if a lintet would know what a cat is.
That was amazing.
Would let lintet keep domesticated cats as
Yeah, I feel like that would that feels like a Mickey Pluto situation where how does he mention that to Goofy without things getting awkward?
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god!
remember.
I was gonna say, and honestly, as far as cats go, ideally, I would have spent like a year in creature creation for this world, because it is technically right now you guys are pre-Earth, and so animals that exist on Earth, and this is just me getting way too nerdy. So animals that technically exist on Earth haven't evolved. What? However, creatures in the realms influenced how things evolved on Earth. So I would have spent like a year or two just in creature creation alone if, like, I definitely wouldn't say no, but also there's so much more to do. So it's just like I'm just doing like little stuff here and there on what would influence felines to evolve the way they did. Getting really nerdy with it, like, with prehistoric creatures and the whole 9 yards. It's just, sorry. Anyway, Piers.
I've so far from what I've been watching through the old episodes, I found episode 2 to be the funniest. I don't remember why. I just remember laughing the most while I was watching it. But yeah, I think I'm only on episode 4, which was the zombie fight that we had. Which unfortunately the Granby didn't survive to become Ruben's nemesis. She didn't last long enough.
We all have our nemesis that don't survive after the encounter where we meet them.
Yes. But I don't know. It's going pretty good so far. I'm really interested on finding out more about my fellow players, because I feel like there's one fellow player that hasn't said much about themselves, other than that they are a town guard.
Yeah.
I mean, what else do you need to know?
It gives horse girl vibes.
Yeah.
For Hassan.
I really like guarding towns. When I was little, I always dreamed of guarding towns. And
that's all he's ever done in his entire life.
I guard 5 towns right now, and it's the best.
Hassad comes from a long line of town guards who guard towns with their town guarding skills.
My parents used to let me what used to pay for me to guard towns when I was little.
God, sounds Jesus. There's also another thing I actually am curious about. Oleander, did you first tell us that pearl was given to you by a family member? Because I could have sworn you told us that. Am I remembering things wrong?
I said I had a pearl, and that's
You
why
just-
I came there. But I didn't say where I got the pearl from.
Okay. I could have sworn. I gotta rewatch episode 1.
Yeah, no. I got it from a stranger. I have no family. It'd be really weird if I got it from a family member as an orphan. Really fucking weird.
I mean, you at least probably have family. Somewhere.
Maybe. You might have family too. Well, parts of you might.
I mean, there's at least another person that's like me. So
And
that's
Yeah.
I don't know. How many parents do you have?
Wait, me or Oleander?
Yes.
But
I
Let me
mean,
count.
fish do it
1,
weird. This is
2.
true.
other than that, I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't mind if you started kind of like forcing more encounters on us a bit. You know,
Okay.
like really, like
More
Just
fighting,
because
more violence.
my character. Not more violence. It's just my character is a character that will avoid fights. So.
You want more opportunities to creatively avoid conflict?
Not creatively avoid conflict, but like if something happens, and Ruben can't control it.
And so he'll
I
just
know,
start
encounters take
throwing
a long
gravy
time.
vials on people. And it'll
Yeah,
just
but
be a whole
D&D's
thing.
main mechanic is like encounter, role play, back to encounter, role play.
That is, yeah, and that's one of the reasons where I did want to go to D&D, because like I do want encounters. But that was a big homebrew portion of it was for it to not be entirely encounters.
Oh, yeah.
But definitely working in more encounters, I am absolutely all for. And one of the things that I try to do for you guys is not every encounter is a fight. That sometimes it's
Yeah.
negotiation, or then you get the encounters, the non-violent
Sometimes it's getting
encounters.
blinded by a plant.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it's
Oh.
blinded by a plant.
Like some other memorable moments for at least for Ruben were meeting that one really nice woman with the berry daughter. And also I loved the conversation with the priest when we were at the picnic, like the picnic that Ruben helped organize, and just how Hassad getting very angry at me, or not angry, getting upset at me for casting magic on him.
You used intimidate on him. That's his thing.
He used his own intimidation against him.
There's got to be like a law against that. Come on.
It just felt really right, and it felt really natural and fun.
I have to say, the 10B encounter that we didn't need to have, but we forced, was a highlight.
was pretty good, yeah.
There's one. Oh, 10B
I'll say
Mercury was a
you
real
tried to
MVP.
make it. You tried to make it just untenable by putting it really far away, and we're like, no,
No,
we're gonna get that 10
we're doing this. This is happening.
Just as a DM says to the players, you can certainly try. It works both ways.
And I still remember the moment where you showed the map, and 10B Mercury was on one side, and then the actual 10B was on the other side, and I realized, oh, I misjudged the size. I thought 10B Mercury was an average size 10B. Oh no!
10B Mercury's a little baby.
What have
He
I
may be
done?
small, but he's fierce.
Yeah,
Yes.
heck yeah. He carried that entire fight.
Yeah. He's like the fun-sized version of Candies.
Oh, is that magic item from episode 3 still to be decided, or was it eventually told?
Oh, the necklace?
Yeah.
I still don't know what it is.
Okay.
I was wondering
think
if you
that
were
would
going
go
to bring
back-
it up, and you didn't. You just brought up the pearl, and I was like, okay.
I didn't realize I needed to give it to the memory priest.
Well, you gotta do something to identify it. You can just put it on.
I thought you did identify it, and then it was just the DM was gonna tell you later.
I identified it using identify, and I'm wearing it as a necklace.
Oh, that's
And I
right. No, you are correct. And I never sent you anything?
You never sent me anything. You left me hanging.
Because I'm
I'm
a
wearing an unknown
dumbass.
necklace
Okay.
like a purse.
So when we meet the brigands, that's when the necklace activates.
Ah, yes, perfect.
It's just like a necklace that shoots acid and disintegrates everything.
I mean, that's not far off from what my ring does. It just shoots
Yeah.
explosions out.
Ah, you shot my compass.
Now
Alright.
you'll never
We're
find
shooting
Strawberry's
stars
heart.
How are we gonna get home? We're gonna give this to all of the criminals. I'm not the criminals.
Well, the criminals know where it's safe. That way they
Yeah.
know where to attack.
Criminals go over there. No, the criminals were gonna take it off of my cold dead body.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I apologize, Amberle, I didn't send it to you. So needless to say, the necklace is religiously significant in the sense of, the Jeptunir faiths, but it also just so happens to be in the same, I guess you could say, deity family, hierarchy, tier, as the deep one. So your tentacle gets a +1 on all of its rolls.
Upgraded tentacle. I'm here for it.
You have anything that draws from your patron will have that +1 on the roll boost.
Yay! Upgraded tentacle.
Thanks.
Woo!
Nice.
Now, as for the deity itself, that's you didn't identify it with the memory priest, so sorry.
It's okay. I now have a glittery tentacle instead of just a normal tentacle. I'm happy with what I got.
And actually,
Tentacle is also an underrated member of the party.
Tentacle does work.
Yeah. I mean, would we have made it through that Vodlier cave without all of those extra boops? No.
No.
Open. It somehow is like the most effective summon I've ever seen in a game. I don't know what the deal is, but every time I play with summons, like even Loa, which is
Yeah,
Loa
aren't you used to
never.
having a very helpful dragon that always hits
Loa
things?
is a freaking medium-sized, or no, a large-sized dragon at this point, and is completely useless. Hits like once out of every like 10 times, and when they do like 4 damage. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I remember now why hunters are the freaking worst.
Oh yeah, rangers are just not at
Rangers,
all broken. In the bad way.
Yeah,
So-
they're broken the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Is next I don't know when your other Saturday is the other session, or is it Friday?
Friday.
those are Friday nights.
Friday. When does that campaign end?
Yes.
Good question.
Good question.
They
Never,
are
never, never.
they are in the final chapter, like the final bits of the final chapter, essentially. So it could be 2 sessions, it could be 3 sessions. Yeah.
Yeah. We also now have to go save Bert.
I mean, but
I feel like that's
Yes.
like side quest territory.
Yeah,
yeah.
Bert's gonna be somewhere here in the light realm.
I mean, you don't know. They don't know yet, and that's the beauty of it.
Oh, also the child trafficker person that trafficked Advanya.
Yeah.
Well, we're definitely dealing with trafficking, so that may be
What?
that may be a
Yeah.
thing.
Who
That
said that?
Yeah.
What? You know, that may be a thing.
So yeah, it'll be at least a couple of weeks yet, and like I said, in the interim, we got the Aliens game going, but I also wait with bated breath because I really think you guys are gonna thoroughly enjoy fighting that.
Are you doing the Aliens game in this time slot, or are you doing it?
No, it'll be Wednesday night.
Okay.
Yeah, this one anyway will be Wednesday night.
I was curious if you guys still wanted to meet up and do like a one shot or something. I'd be willing to run something.
Oh. If you would like to run something, I would like to be a player, and I could just stream it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
DM player.
What?
If everyone's down, or if I guess enough people are down, I'd be willing to run a one or two shot.
Is this the old Gods of Appalachia?
I don't. Oh, I mean, maybe. I was just gonna do D&D because that's
Old Gods of Appalachia.
It's like elder gods, but set in like the Appalachian Mountains.
I'm a Midwesterner. Or at least
during like the right when, like, you know, the train barons and all that stuff, coal mining and.
But it was
green.
But it was a story podcast, horror story podcast, and they started doing on top of live shows, but they made a tabletop version of their world.
Hold on, I'll get the book so you can see it. It's in the other room.
Creator 870. I am absolutely open to other DMs. Popping in and doing one shots if it's something that you guys want to stream it on Twitch. Absolutely all for being here for that, or also being a part of it, because I mean, games, there's a reason I'm DMing. Okay, let's just be transparent here. But yeah, we have Amberle, I believe, can give you a link to the server, or there should also be a link.
In your server.
Are they? What?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's Creator.
That's some cool.
What?
Yeah, the art is so pretty.
Oh my god, yeah, there he is. I see him. I knew that. I knew that this whole time. 2 + 2 = 4. This whole time.
The third campaign that I'm in.
That's right. Yeah, so, Creator, make sure I see that you don't have the gamer tag, so go to the, get your roles, and make sure you have the gamer tag, so you have access to the games section. And that's where we do the coordination for games outside of the canon games themselves, like the canon. Yes. But yeah, if you guys are up for it, let's go ahead and do a 1Z2G shot next week then.
I'll try to make it fit into like one session, but I figure if we got time and it goes over, we can do 2.
Yeah, that's what I figure it'll be 2 at the earliest
this week too. So I'll try to look stuff over and get a plan together so you guys can make characters or whatever.
Sweet.
Absolutely.
I have another question for the DM. Will we ever find out what the D100s mean? What do they mean?
Never.
You will find out when you are ready.
You see, I like to believe that we're just unintentionally affecting events somewhere on the other side of the world. You know, just that we're not going to see those until several sessions later.
I feel like
It's just call them the dice of fate for now. It's
you just say you shouldn't have been rolling those 17s those 2 weeks in a row. I mean, come on. I don't know why you're upset about this.
It's gonna happen. Yeah.
I feel like we're accumulating points, and like whoever has the highest points, that's the DM's favorite for the day.
just someone's like a 400 ahead of everyone. There's no chance.
But is doubles like? Is it worth more? And do you want a lot of points or just little?
Yeah.
Is it like
Yeah.
you like want to stay low?
And also, what kind of favorite are we talking about? 'Cause there are good ways and bad ways to be a DM favorite.
Are you picked first by that entire crowd of brigands?
Yeah.
So
It's targeting one of you. It's targeting you.
Oh, so the TLDR answer is you'll know when you know without knowing it.
You'll know when you don't know when you know.
Pretty much.
I would like to also state, I mean, because I'm guilty of this too, but I also want to state for the other players, we have no idea what that town's name is that we went to.
That
This is the
town
player's
did
fault.
not
The
previously have a name.
It does previously have a name?
It did not previously. It was just an unnamed
Just
Unnamed
conglomerate
village, yeah.
of farmers.
You know, village.
Yeah.
just
sort
some
of.
people that live by a
yeah.
river.
Like, it is
One day,
legitimately
I
called the
went to
unnamed
school.
village in my notes.
The unnamed
I like that you were
However,
under the impression that I cared.
In our
however,
defense,
that's not to say that it won't gain a name along the way.
Oh, yeah.
in
You know,
our
with an
defense,
alderman that actually
we were
gives a
dealing with
shite.
zombies when we got there.
We were dealing zombies when we got there.
And then we focused on food.
Yeah,
Just love that we never asked.
kind of a lot happened when we got
That's why
we didn't exactly just get to knock on a door and say, "Hey, we're new in town. What's it called?"
What's it called?
You know, it was a bit too much with, "Hey, we just killed that bunch of feral mer creatures outside. Oh no, they're zombies. Now we have to deal with this. Oh no, oh no, races. Oh no, your
Oh,
mayor's
no.
dead."
Oh no, the mayor's dead.
Quite frankly, I'm impressed that we managed to have a feast in between all of that.
Yeah.
It is impressive.
There's a lot of shenanigans. Amberle, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Being my only current legacy player from campaign 1, how are you liking the other side of the world? How are you liking just not just being in one campaign, but yeah, you see more of the world, you have different characters.
I like
what do you
being
think?
in both campaigns. It's pretty easy to keep the characters separate, which was like a little bit of a concern for me because I don't take any notes. It's pure chaos.
Oh,
Interesting.
Listen, I don't take notes for the other campaign either, and they'll be like, "Remember 5 sessions ago?" And they're like, "What the fuck?" I'm like,
Yeah.
it's the one detail that stuck, man. It's different this time around, I think, just because I'm not a backfill, right? So I've been here since the beginning.
Need to see how it started.
Yeah, well, so I ended up backfilling for somebody that like showed up to one session and then they just like poof ghosted. And like my character fit one of the NPCs that they had already run into, so I ended up essentially taking over an NPC that existed, right?
and you fit nicely into a bag too.
I did, yes.
That was handy.
I made an enemy day 1. Record. Anyways, no, it was cool being there from the beginning. I think that's the main difference.
Oh no! Hold on. I don't know what happened to my Discord. Hold on, I'm sorry! I don't even know what happened. What even happened? I don't even know, guys. I think Discord just did a kaput. Hold on.
Whoa,
Hey, we're back.
Okay.
that was
Cool.
quiet.
Yeah, it's supposed to push to talk, and I was like, I don't even know what my push to talk button is.
Yeah.
No, it's been interesting because, like, I'm there from the beginning. I kind of, like, I'm not trying to figure out, like, what I missed before I joined and trying to, like, catch up on episodes so that I'm, like, not saying something that doesn't fit or that, like, I wouldn't know or whatever. I think I like the campaigns equally. They're very different, let's be clear, like, just based off the groups of people. But they're like different in a good way. I like both groups equally.
I actually have a question for everybody too. Would anyone like me to stop doing the recap? No?
Bolu, I think you're still muted, or at least I can't hear you.
No, we can't hear Bolu.
No.
No, we lost the Bolu.
Yeah, my camera broke. It says my camera's on right now, by the way.
Oh.
So we can hear one person, but can't see.
Bolu still muted?
Yeah, he's. Well, he just
No,
muted and unmuted.
No,
Yeah.
he's unmuted.
Yeah, you're unmuted, but your
Leave
microphone
the channel and come
isn't.
back.
Yeah, you gotta leave and come back. Try turning it off and back on again.
Don't worry, we'll pull out the Ouija board.
But Piers, if you ever don't want to do it, or you just get tired of doing it and want to trade off, we can do every other week or something.
No, I like doing it. I just feel
Oh.
selfish because I always get I always get
Unplug and replug in your headphones.
inspiration.
That is their as incentive to do the recaps.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, Bolu, unplug your headphones from your computer and plug them back in. That's what I have to do when my camera breaks generally. I just don't care enough right now.
Yeah, you could also go into your audio-visual settings in Discord and just make sure that that microphone is selected.
Also true.
Yeah, because like I ran into that issue a while back with Discord.
Nope.
No, still no. But it would be like, oh, set to default. Still not working. It was such a pain in the butt. So I actually had to like
For a second,
select
the third headset and press.
Yeah. I still think the adventure's going really fun right now. It's I feel like it's just starting to kind of like wind up with things in terms of like story-wise. Like once we get to that capital, it's gonna get into the nit and gritty of what's going on with like at least 3 of the characters until we find out more about one of them.
You know, we may find out the true origins of Bob's your uncle and Betty's your aunt, you know?
Yeah. Bo's still muted?
Bolu's still muted.
He's still muted.
He's like, oh, I was just going to tell you my whole character backstory, but now I can't. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys. Quick, try reading his lips while he tries to talk.
Bolu, see if you can join voice from your phone. As an idea.
Ooh, I actually got a question. I want to throw back the question at you, DM. How do you feel like your players are handling right now?
You guys are hooligans. No, you guys have actually been Oh!
Hey!
From beyond the grave! Hi, Bolu!
Boy.
Can you hear us? Oh, no. Oh. Okay, guys, quick. We have to ask the Ouija board another question.
Having a lot of fun with this. I don't push to talk. I don't know what it did to me.
Oh, you must have accepted that you were pushed to talk from the Discord.
I think I did.
Yeah, you can change it in your settings for.
Yeah, you gotta go back into your. Yeah.
Gotcha. I'll figure it out eventually. I've never done push to talk before, so I have no idea what I did.
You mean you never used walkie-talkies as a kid?
No.
You gotta say Roger at the end, or else we don't know when you're done.
Oh.
No, that's over.
It's not
You gotta say
Roger,
over.
it's over.
It's over. It's over. It's Roger. Roger over. Over Roger.
All right, but yeah, to kind of continue answering your question, the thing that I've really enjoyed about you guys is when now I of course don't know everything, and my memory is spotty at best, especially when it comes to stats and tables and the whole 9 yards. And so when it comes to like working out spell specifics and like I said, with me homebrewing stuff, you guys have been very supportive and pitching in when my brain doesn't go zoomy zoom, and filling in the blanks. So like as a DM that once again doesn't know everything, definitely doesn't have like enough experience, you guys have been phenomenal at filling in any blanks that I have, just spur of the moment. But then also I do love how you guys take off with roleplay. Like the session that I have to sit back and shut up is a good session. Yeah. Feel free to tell me to shut up at any
Berry
time.
Girl.
Little Berry Girl. I mean, it's a lot better than the little matchstick girl. It's be a much more depressing episode.
Is that from campaign 1? The little matchstick girl?
No, it's like a whatchamacallit.
Oh, you talking about like that poem or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's like a whatever, story with a moral type deal.
She keeps lighting one more match just to stay warm because she sells matches and then she dies at the end.
And she dies at the end. Yeah, that one.
I should have said spoiler alert.
I feel like that's German in origin. I used to have to learn German songs for my German class. She was a little eccentric. We'll go.
Oh,
with eccentric.
you got a question from the chat.
Oh.
Do you like chaos games? To the DM.
I need more specifics because I feel like any game with Amberle is chaos. So
I'm 99% sure that's why he's asking.
Wow.
I mean, I definitely there's a charm to chaos games, just like there's a charm to horror games, there's a charm to strategy games, there's a charm to games that are just pure chaos.
I don't think we've been that chaotic.
Yeah, I haven't found Amberle to be that chaotic.
You
Most chaotic
guys-
thing Amberle's done has just sashed the crap out of those two boys. And
Yeah,
Yeah, you
they-
guys
they-
have
they've
been-
wasted their whole lives.
I was gonna say, I think the rest of us have been the problem. Amberle would like go do something, and we would say, "Oh yeah, we'll wait for you right here," and then we just wandered off into the sea
Okay,
immediately.
to be clear, I haven't ramped up to my full chaos levels in this campaign yet.
Amberle's
Listen,
like,
I tried
Here
to
we go.
bury someone alive as a 6-inch fairy for kicking a cow in front of me.
Oh, I was more that you carried I heard you carried a head around for a
Yes,
while.
I did carry a decapitated head for 2 days. I also decided to use the fact that I now bleed out of my eyes when I handle money to my advantage. I dried and pressed some flowers to make them into flower throwing stars. I tried to suffocate someone to death by enlarging a flower. I have the ability to Ant-Man myself, and I haven't been able to use that yet, but we're definitely going to Ant-Man myself inside of an enemy at some point.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. I did try to rob some refugees by putting on a concert with Ivania. And I'm not at full chaos levels there.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But also I feel like because you guys have initiated your own shenanigans, it's kind of been distracting her a little bit. So it's like you guys are balancing each other out. It's great. I'm here for it.
The Hassad and Ruben shenanigans.
Let's just say...
If Oleander volunteered, she could get deputized too, but Oleander volunteered.
Wait, I haven't done shit in your campaign, creator. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bless your heart.
I've only accidentally released a god. Well, that wasn't even my fault. That was Rat's fault. I just kind of helped.
It's just around.
I don't even think I've stolen anything.
Yeah, well, no, you haven't.
No, I meant in his campaign.
Oh, I was gonna say, stealing something in this campaign.
No. I mostly have caused chaos for him, not chaos in the campaign. I'm at 8 character sheets right now. And he owes me character sheets. And he said, the highest any of my players has gotten is like 66 or something. I was like, I have to beat it now. You gave me a goal line.
Yeah, a quantifiable goal. Don't they say
Yes.
that in like motivational?
Yes, it's a smart goal. By the end of the campaign, I need to have the most number of character profiles that creators ever had. We've got a smart goal. It's measurable. I have a timeline. It's achievable.
It's amazing.
I definitely wanted. I just point out a few. Like Oleander's character, my favorite moment was definitely shaming those
Just
two. It was just.
Glorious.
And then all y'all were like, wow, that was really harsh. And I was like, fuck, I pulled back. That was me filtered. Oh, God.
Just you tore into them so innately that even I just had to. I had to question my own life choice. I just think, God damn.
Listen, I hope put them on a better path. Okay.
Yeah.
Just total
God.
Midwestern mom style. Just total Midwestern
Just
mom.
bless the heck out of their hearts.
And definitely with Hassad, personally, just it's hard to say. There's so many. Just the personality fits so well.
You know, it's funny. When I initially drafted Hassad, I was thinking, oh, maybe this will be a chance for me to play a serious character.
Then you immediately got lost walking through
With
the
my
town that you
first roll, I said, no, that's not happening. This is how we're doing this.
That's clearly not how this is going to work.
This is not gonna.
I'm trying to like place it in like an exact moment where I can think like, oh, this was absolutely great. I don't want to say it was beef stroganoff.
I mean, there's.
I did recruit a bread goose. That's a fair point.
You recruited a red goose?
Bread goose.
A bread
goose. Yeah, in his campaign. I used my
A
cat to
bread
climb it,
goose
and then
pirate.
Yeah, and I won it over, and now I have another character sheet for my goose. And I won by charming. It's a whole thing. Anyways, I used my cat machine. That's also another thing. Anyways. No.
Just another thing.
Amber, you can't just drop a. I used my cat machine. And
Okay, so I have
just roll
To
on
recruit
Okay,
a red
I-
goose pirate.
Okay,
Or red
I have a custom class that's part artificer, and I have a living construct that is a cat. It's a cute cat that goes from the magical girl, like, homebrew class. Like, it goes along with that, but it's a pet. And it's insanely strong and is really good at charming things. And so we were getting attacked by bread geese. And I charmed a bread goose who then fought for us, and then we healed it, and now it's our pet, who fights on our side with its butter knife.
And I'm sure it's more effective than a medium to large sized dragon.
Well, okay, to be fair, my dragon, if I get an exhaustion level, but I go back to my like, human form, right? But I did protect us from a meteor shower using my dragon.
I think for Carvat's character, there were a few moments that, well, I liked his personality a lot, but there were a few moments. One, the underwater scene with him and Oleander was really fun in episode 1. And then the other two were when he explained to me how his power worked, and it blew my mind.
That was
And then and then proceeded to tell me to be more responsible with my magic.
I didn't just do that. I didn't just happen.
I mean, it did. Don't you remember?
Oh, I still think that one of the peak Carvat moments of just the first meeting where we do an insight check on this guy, and then your deception proceeds to not really work.
Yeah.
We're just there awkwardly You know I don't believe you, right? Yeah, you don't believe me. And of course, you know, he despite being our de facto leader, he is terrible with money. Therefore, I
Yeah, I still love that he's Carvat is just the most responsible out of all of us. It's not necessarily because he is the best type of leader. It's just
has the most to lose, I think.
you know,
So
somehow
he's used to trying to like keep a group together. So it's not like he definitely doesn't want to be a leader, or even probably shouldn't be. But yeah, he's like, no, I use groups as like my own protection. So I need to try to keep you guys together.
ramshackle though he may be, he still has the best head on his shoulders.
Yeah, he's got like
I mean,
two
there's at least-
teenagers and a town guard.
There's at least one responsible adult as part of his makeup.
Yeah, just somewhere in there, there's responsibility.
Or how's that? I got you that sticker a while back. That how'd that go? Oh yeah, cleverly disguised as a responsible adult.
Yes.
That's funny.
I did just put a booby sticker on my coworker's work laptop, so
Perfect.
You
yeah.
should have put snitties.
The snakes. I couldn't find a snitty sticker.
It's because she hasn't made them yet. So Bolu.
Divulge.
We were all out in San Francisco for graduation, not this year, last year. And we all got together and played Jackbox. And I had an interview at the time, but I just come out and everyone is cackling, and there's this drawn picture of a snake with titties. With like 3 or 4 sets of titties.
3 or 4 sets.
Didn't know there were that many.
So they explained it very thoroughly to me, and it was kind of like Pictionary, and you had to dress. Oh my god! And so Snitties were born. Snitties became a thing, and then I actually was also able to use Snitties in another game where I have a lizard folk that uses the snack titties. So she has Snitties also, and it's qualified.
Mm-hmm.
See,
So
in my
snitties.
mind, my mind went with, it was just trying to figure out why did we go beyond the second set, let alone 3 or 4 sets? So why did I was willing to accept set 1, but then set 2 happened, and then no, let's go beyond this.
What was your side of that, Leo?
Of the snitties?
Yeah, the Snitties being born. Because you were playing with them, if I remember right.
Yeah. I don't remember what I drew. Just voted for snitties.
You just voted. It was just a willing
Universal
participant.
acclaim.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was the Jackbox t-shirt game.
Mm-hmm. That's a fun game.
Yes.
Especially when everyone's artists.
Yeah.
Except for me. You could definitely tell. Everyone else has like their little pen and is like drawing on like phones, or like some people just broke out whole ass tablets. I'm just over there with my finger trying to draw like a smiley face, looking like a complete moron. But it was still fun. It's like, oh, I wonder who drew that one. It looks like it was drawn by a 2nd grader.
I want to ask anyone if we're missing any quests, and so well, I haven't gone through all the episodes. There might be a few that I've missed, but so far we have Find the Memory Priest, Master Vazarin at the Capitol, rescue captives at the brigand camp. The Pearl says to go to the theater in the capital.
Well, it
And,
says to go north-ish.
Yeah,
but all the memories
northeast.
were that of a theater.
Yeah. So presumably, at the very least, the theater would be a good place to go to
Start.
get better direction.
The theater.
The theater.
And
No,
I
let's
need to
not go
send a
there, it's a
message to
silly
my
place.
college capital.
Gotta go to the capital, send a message to your school, say, hey, I think a teacher may have kidnapped me.
What do I do?
Wait a second. Did you want to send a message or did you actually want to go there? Because that's there.
Yeah,
It's there. I want to send a message before I go there.
Oh,
I might go
okay.
there depending on how easy it is. I
not
don't know.
just
You were
gonna say-
talking about earlier how like different sections require different clearance, and if it's in a higher section, I might be stopped by a guard or something, or who knows.
Don't worry, Hassad gets along well with guards, except for the corrupt guards that made us have to leave. And
Yeah,
that's
you know
the thing
those.
that we're all. That's the thing that don't know how we're gonna deal with that when that time comes.
Only the
Go
good
ahead.
guards work with Hassad, okay? The
Yeah.
corrupt ones. Those are the ones that don't let him through.
Yeah,
That subject him to weapon searches.
yeah. Trust me, I know these people. Hey, Tommy.
Oh my god. Don't worry, we still have my seal siren for when we sleep.
Oh,
And
God,
you know,
seals.
worst case scenario, Betty's your aunt.
We'll just break right out into Betty's room.
Oh my
It's-
God.
We always keep it on the table.
It's
Ruben's
I
gonna
mean,
get
yeah.
World War II traumas from this encounter. It's coming up.
Ruben's parents just say, "So how did your semester go?"
just,
Yeah,
from- just an
beast
image
it
of
down.
Assad just slicing someone's head off.
Slicing heads off.
I suppose we should have told them that we have poison to try to help.
No.
No.
Oh yeah, we don't. Yeah, Ruben and Hassad don't know that y'all have poison.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on telling y'all.
That's
Yeah, no,
probably,
no,
probably for
yeah.
the best.
I c-
Yeah, don't.
don't. Just wait till Ruben goes away and then tell Hassad.
Oh, it's an excellent plan. Why did I think of that? But only after we've confirmed that they've kidnapped people. Before, you know, they might be questionable. After, it's justifiable.
Oh, okay, that's the line. We can
Yes.
justify the murder. Got
Yeah.
it.
Find proof that they've committed a crime that's worth the penalty of death. And then Hassan's all
murder.
for saying, "Alright, Betty's your on time."
I really
Michael
feel
Killen
like we
again.
need to start writing
Sounds-
these down. Betty's your aunt. Justified murder. Got it.
Yeah, we all know what Betty's rent means.
Yeah, Bob, your uncle, is assuming everything goes well, and just, okay, we went in and out, no one notices. Betty's your aunt, scorched earth. Just scorched earth.
And what about Tim's your cousin?
Oh, Tim's your cousin, that's... We gotta write a letter.
Oh no. Paperwork.
No,
Yeah,
no
that's-
one can
that's-
find out
that's
about Tim's your cousin. That's
Yeah, Tim's your cousin, that's just... Once you get, you know, bureaucracy involved, Hassad doesn't like the bureaucracy, you know, just, oh, gotta write a letter back to my teacher.
So wait, is Bob your uncle and what?
So
Betty's your aunt.
Bob's your uncle, Betty's your aunt.
Huh.
And I guess now we're introducing Tim's your cousin.
You guys just have an incident in the Capitol and the guards finally get stuff situated and then they just leave you guys be and walk away. Well, Tim's your fucking cousin. Let's go do this.
So, hate when this happens.
do you guys have any other questions for me as an open book DM? Open book-ish. Open-ish.
Open book.
Who's the BBG?
No spoilers.
Why do you think we keep rolling those D100s?
Yeah. He's a number god.
That's his stats. Just keep adding up until we find him.
Oh my god. That's
Just
insane.
Carvot's dormant personality just starts coming out.
It's a cumulative roll to hit.
Oh, well, I certainly thoroughly enjoy DMing for you guys. You guys have such an amazing chemistry, and I'm here for it, and it justifies my existence, okay? It doesn't justify murder, but it justifies my existence. So we will wait with bated breath, Joseph, in the chat, to conclude campaign 1. But if you guys want to go after Bert after that point, well then, Betty's your aunt. No.
I mean,
some around.
it's on the table. You know.
Wait, what is Bert? Is Bert an animal?
So Bert is, so Ryan's character Sorn is made of meteorite and night sky, essentially. So he has shadow magic. And he had summon minions type spell. Summon minions? No. Summon familiars? I think it was summon familiars. But his familiars are little blobs of shadow. And he's kept summoning them and bringing them out. And eventually one actually developed a personality. And so they called him Bert. And Bert has been another member of the party. And then they had one fight with the BBG, and Bert got sucked into oblivion and kidnapped.
I mean, every heroic journey needs a damsel in distress. You know,
Yep.
This is true.
it's part of it.
This is true, even though the damsel in distress is actually the world builder, but also Bert now, because
Also,
they forced my
I mean-
hand as the DM. Let's be clear. I
We
didn't
didn't
want that to
get-
happen. It's fucking Bert. No, yes you did!
No, we did not. We did not. Don't you try and put this on me.
I heard you also, like, I was watching, you guys killed all your loved ones. It was really weird and sadistic. Just disintegrating them right in front of one another. It's crazy.
Yep, that
I
guy
bet
was,
the other episode had no context whatsoever before.
Nice.
no context whatsoever.
Well, how did they call that? Mental tactics? Yeah.
Mental
Forced your hand, huh?
Yeah. Yes, they did. It was supposed to go an entirely different way. It really was. And it was supposed to last like a whole nother episode, but Betty's your aunt, so...
Yeah.
Well, sometimes, yeah, Betty's around.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes, look, that's just how it goes.
But yeah, so we will watch the currently very thrilling conclusion of Campaign 1. And then when we see how the dice fall after Campaign 1 concludes, then we shall resume Campaign 2. And I guess in the meantime, so Liam, you can keep touch base with us through the week when you know what you want to do. But I guess this time next week, instead of doing Campaign 2, since we'll put this on pause, narrative pause, or wait, no, dramatic pause. We'll put this on dramatic pause. We'll do some other games in the interim. That is a fantastic idea. I'm here for it. And then we also got the Alien game going, and we'll potentially have a creator on the channel DMing some other one shots. So
You should do a Nemesis game.
it does it. Oh my god, it looks so fun, but I need to like do the login to Steam and then do the whole thing, because when I first it was being weird.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
apparently Creator got a new D&D book from some type of Kickstarter that has a whole bunch of new classes. and he wants to do a one-shot with those.
Ah.
My class is already chosen, by the way.
Nice.
Also, I do have another like onesie twosie shot that needs to consist of just bards.
You know,
Oh, that sounds fun.
I've got to say, I've been looking for an excuse to play a bard.
I have a bard already made from another campaign that I would love to play again.
So if there are any bards here or in the audience that would like to play that one, I'll need to put that one together because it's such a cute idea. Like, I personally like the idea is super super cute. The execution I see just being amazing. But only with all bards. Like, I just feel like if there's a fighter, it's just gonna ruin it.
Unless the fighter wishes to be a bard.
Name's Bard.
It is. I will give you guys this one little hint, this one little tidbit. It is going to take place at a bard school.
Ah.
So I'll
So
leave
there,
you-
everybody could be other classes trying to be bards.
No one play a bard. Everyone plays just other classes trying to be bards badly.
Excellent.
Take
Venture
level
and
one.
Vanya.
Take that level 1 dip into Bard and then just go full barbarian.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
how you get
Richelle,
heavy metal.
Richelle, what about that wizard school one that we
Who
were
would ever
talking
watch
about a
something
while
about a wizard school? I mean, come on.
Oh, your wizard? Your wizard idea? You're absolutely amazing. He's so good at everything, wizard.
So good at everything.
Oh my god. Like, I feel like he needs to be in a campaign. He can't just be in a one-shot. If he is in a one-shot, he needs to be across multiple one-shots, because...
He's made. I made him.
He's that rich of a character. Let's see here. But yeah, I think we'll just play it that way. Play it by ear. And yeah, with that, all of that being said, I will. Oh, that all warms my heart. But I will continue to try and give you guys the most awesome experience I can. And also know from the writer standpoint, as each character is going to get their own little novella, this is going to be a really interesting set of characters to get to.
That's what we aim for. Interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, I think I had a couple one-shots that I wanted to try. I think I know which one I want to do, but I've never run something this high level, so we'll see how it goes. But make some level 15 characters for next week.
Oh.
Holy smokes.
Dun
Yeah.
dun dun.
Okay.
I've always wanted to do higher level stuff because you can do cooler monsters, but
Yeah,
it gets a little intimidating with all the character abilities.
for sure.
We'll see how it goes. If
Yeah.
you want to do homebrew stuff, I don't think it'll be an issue. Just let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, use whatever.
Just let me know what I need to have done for next week.
Just have a character. If you want me to help you make it or something, that's fine.
Do you
Okay,
need
well,
to make it in Roll20, or can we make it in... Sorry, can we make it in Roll20, or do you need to make it on D&D Beyond?
I guess I don't really care. All the books are on D&D Beyond if you want to use those, but I just want to know what you have, I guess. If you're not going to make it in D&D Beyond, just...
yeah, I know normally there's some like collaboration to make sure that there is not like all of one class or anything like that. That's why I was wondering.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't think they're... I mean, I guess it's up to you guys. I don't think it matters for the setting.
Watch as we somehow accidentally work our way into all
Just a
level
party of-
15 bards.
Yeah, a bunch of level 15 paladins just...
What's a
Fucking shit
paladin?
up.
I'm a paladin. I'm a paladin.
But yeah, let's try that. Level 15.
Alright.
All
I
right.
guess, let me know if you have any other questions, but...
Yep.
Sounds good.
Alright. So I guess with that, everyone stay safe, stay nerdy, stay you, all the fun things, and we'll see y'all next week. Bye!
today's game.